What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity. And today we are reacting to the world's longest truck, the Roadtrain of Australia.
Yeah, we have 18-wheelers here, or at least we call them 18-wheelers. A lot of the rest of the world call them lorries. I don't know why. I'm sure there's reasons behind it.
We might be the only ones that call them 18-wheelers.
And I've heard, we were actually having a conversation in the Discord about 18-wheelers because of how big they are and all this kind of stuff into Malaysia. And then they were like, you should check out the trucks in Australia that they can apparently put a bunch of trailers on the back of them. So we're going to watch and find out what that's all about.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I can only picture, how big these are going to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm already, terrified driving next
in
to
the U.S., the most you
normal.
ever see is 2 trailers.
Right. In the description, I'm going to go ahead and throw down the Discord link if you guys want to join and chat with us. And I will also put the Patreon link in there if you guys want to help support the channel.
And if you can go ahead and smash that like button, trigger the YouTube algorithm, I would highly appreciate it because we are trying to get views on views. Because we want to come to these countries and visit and be able to see it, not just sit here looking at a computer screen and reacting to it.
Which is still okay.
Yeah, we're okay with it.
We're okay.
We just
We're okay
prefer
if you're okay.
We prefer to be there.
We're going to hop on in.
Let's do it. Get my hair out of my way.
The world's longest truck.
In Australia, trucks have to travel long distances across.
Could you have picked a video that was made in the last 20 years, please?
So this one was only it was uploaded like 5 years ago. But
It's got the same information.
it's got the same info.
Let's do it.
Across rough country on a daily basis. In the outback, the towns are so far apart, they use a special kind of truck. Several trailers are joined together to make one long road train.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
Okay, so it only had 3. That's just a little bit different than us.
it's still a big truck though.
Yeah, for sure. But I was expecting like 10 or more, something crazy. Well, even 5 or more, really.
The roads across the outback are straight and empty, perfect for monster vehicles.
Whoa,
3. Who's 3?
that was 3.
Oh.
Here there are few railroads, and only these giant
1.
trucks visit the remote mines and farms.
You don't see BP in Texas very often.
Valuable resources are carried by road
That was
train
4.
from
That
the
was
center
4.
of the country to the more populated cities on the coast. It's not surprising it's an Australian mining company that operates the longest.
To be fair, these guys are not driving. So in the U.S., if you got 2 trailers, you're driving down paved highways, perfect-ish streets, more or less. That was off-roading, basically, with 3 trailers. Nope. That's okay. To me, even doing that with 1 trailer is very different than doing that with 3 trailers.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Truck in the world. This is the custom-built 3B, affectionately known as the centipede.
What?
I think that's more than 3.
Yeah, that's a lot more than 3.
It's a 205-ton, 160-foot-long rig.
Did they say 105 ton?
You'll have to go back. It was something 100. It might have been 200.
Okay.
It's
Oops,
a
too
mining
far.
company that operates the longest truck.
That's okay,
in the
right there.
This is the custom-built 3B, affectionately known as the centipede. It's a 205-ton,
205 tons. You couldn't take that across a bridge.
No. So in our country, in the United States, you have a regulation of, I believe, so you can have oversized loads. I don't know if those can be any heavier, but typically it's 40 tons max capacity.
That's crazy.
205 tons. That is, I wish I was in the tire business if these things were around. But besides that, That's terrifying.
Yes.
That is terrifying.
60-foot-long rig. It has an 18-speed gearbox with a 550 horsepower engine and carries over a ton of fuel.
Wow.
It has 110 wheels on 28 axles.
I wouldn't want to drive on that road.
Dude, he looks like he's going 100 miles per hour.
Yes.
And holy crap,
Like,
no.
what would an explosion look like
How
with a
long-
ton of fuel?
Literally a ton of fuel. That's not even like exaggerating. You know, like, how much did you put in your car? Man, I put like a ton of fuel in my car today. How long does it take to even stop this
How
thing?
long does it take to fill that up?
Yeah. Yeah. The guy has the little...
I'll be here for a while.
He's just standing there holding the thing.
The centipede transports zinc ore from a mine in the Northern Territories to a port hundreds of miles away. It works
Hundreds of
24
miles.
hours a day, 7 days a week. And in 1 year, it can haul 250,000 tons of ore.
Yeah, in the first run.
Australians have come to rely heavily on these amazing machines, and there are plans for even longer road trains in the future. The mining company is so pleased with the performance of the centipede that they have built another one. Now there are 2 identical longest trucks in the world.
So there's only 2 of these.
Could you imagine that collision?
Oh, dude, it'd be...
I couldn't imagine operating that thing.
So there's only 2, though.
Yes.
So I was thinking
as
this
of
was...
when this video was made.
Yeah, but I was honestly thinking, like, this is a common occurrence in Australia.
Well, obviously the other ones
Yeah,
have
like 3,
3 or
4,
4, and that's still...
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
But not 205 tons insane. And now they're talking about making one longer or bigger or heavier, whatever the case may be.
And again, this is an older video, so there could be a cajillion of these. 1 cajillion.
Yep. I don't think there's that much fuel in the world.
Yeah.
Do they have to back these things up?
Ooh.
That'd be stupid looking.
That'd be bad.
It's like one trailer's going this way, the other trailer's going this way, and then the other one's like that. It's like, yeah, no. There's no possible way, right?
I quit my job.
It's impossible to turn one to back.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it would be...
Highly improbable.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's impossible.
But a truck doesn't have to be long to carry large loads.
Oh, that's cool.
This
That was
building weighs
oddly satisfying.
1,790 tons and is 75 feet high. It's sitting on top of one of the most unusual trucks ever built. The Mammoth Company specializes in transporting huge loads.
People come and they walk next to something that we're going to move and just say, that's impossible. Can't be done, but we can usually do it.
They achieve the impossible by using self-propelled modular transporters. These units can be joined together in a variety of configurations,
so cool.
depending on the weight and
Legos.
size of the load. All the wheels can turn 360 degrees, together
Wow.
or separately. So the transporters
Let's do some donuts.
can drive forward or backwards, sideways, diagonally, even in a circle.
It's like fun.
I would have so much fun with that.
Just a single point of control. So one person can operate the system, whether there's 1 module or 100 modules.
How do you get something that large onto that?
Something tells me they're going to show us. I mean, it looks like obviously everything's done by hydraulics, so it's lifting up. It might like slide. I assume there's cranes
that was
involved.
a building. That
I
they-
assume there's cranes involved. Like whenever they manufacture these things, probably like boats and stuff, they're actually high
boats
up,
and
and you slide and then you take out the things that are holding it up.
yeah.
That's
I've
assumptions.
worked
Those are
with a
guesses.
variety of transport systems in my time, but I've never come across anything quite as clever as this.
In Malaysia, transporting a
Excuse me.
500-ton gas tank 15 miles
This is in Malaysia.
That was Malaysia?
Yeah, he just said in Malaysia.
was one of their more spectacular projects. This gigantic load was hauled by just one driver.
He has a control box in front of him with 2 joysticks on, and the signals from those joysticks through a series of computers provide the propulsion, the steering, and the jacking up and down of the system.
That looks like CGI. Holy
Look
crap.
at this.
Here, hold on. I'm going to back it up one. That right there looks like CGI.
Yes,
it looks
doesn't
like
look
it's in a
real.
movie, doesn't it?
Yes.
With how green the trees are and perfectly landscaped everything is. And then you get this random, it looks, so in the U.S., when you live out in the country, you get propane tanks for your gas for the house. And they're literally shaped just like that.
But much smaller.
This thing is bigger than houses, bro. I could just imagine somebody's got like a trailer and then this thing next to it is just like 10 times. I just run the gas all the time.
And the jacking up and down of the system.
Don't mind
It
me.
took a whole day, but the 165-foot-long tank finally reached the port where it was loaded onto a ship. This was big, but they can carry even bigger loads.
That looks like a drill. Like a offshore rig.
The modular concept and the way that it can be expanded really means that there isn't a limit.
It's like the Atlas of vehicles. Oh.
That just like stopped.
It just stopped.
I'm sure. But to be fair, that was not what we were reacting to originally.
No, I can't. Well, I mean, we were reacting to the longest truck. And
The road
then-
trains of Australia,
and
which
then
is
it moved on to the biggest loads.
which was equally insane in its own right because I have never seen anything like
I would
that.
say that
before.
was a little more insane than the long trucks.
I don't know. Yes, yes, in its own way, it is.
I mean, it can carry really big things.
And it literally has no limitation because of
you can add more and more.
Constantly
The
add.
limitation
It's
would be
modular.
the roads.
the roads and quite possibly if something is so dense, which I don't think there's anything on Earth that's that dense that would affect just one of those, like where the tires sit. Maybe in comic books, but not in real life. But no, that's insane. So just specifically on the road train.
The road train was, I thought there was going to be more than 2. And again, this video had to have been at least 10 years ago.
But who cares? I mean, I assume they're going back and forth on the same exact
And
path.
it said they're taking a couple hundred miles per trip. So, I mean, you're on the same path. People probably don't drive on that road if they're smart, because I wouldn't want to drive past that on my way to work.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious on how, if they have a full load, how long between fill-ups with a ton of fuel. To be fair, it's liquid, so liquids weigh a lot really fast.
If you guys see these often in Australia,
Well, they don't. Oh, well, I mean, I guess
if there's more,
Yeah.
and also if it's common to have a normal 18-wheeler or Mack truck,
Mack truck. Mack is brand, but yes.
if they commonly carry 4 or 5 trailers,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments, because
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
completely different than the United States, where they might have 2 sometimes.
That's crazy. That's just insane. Like, yeah, we have so many regulations here because we have so many bridges and different terrain and all that kind of stuff. And then infrastructure wouldn't even be able to handle it.
Right.
Plus, I mean, this is a continent. The entire country of Australia is a continent.
Yeah.
So it's pretty insane. So, with that being said,
My name's Miles.
and my name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.